The social constructs that govern women today are largely based on fantasies and caricatures from centuries ago. The ugly truth about modern women in society is that they are often judged and unfairly discriminated against. Despite the fact that women have made tremendous strides in both the professional and personal arenas in recent years, they still face an uphill battle when it comes to being treated equally. Women are often paid less than their male counterparts, and they are often excluded from top-level positions in a variety of industries. Furthermore, women are often objectified and judged based on their appearance and body type rather than on their talents and abilities. It's an ugly truth, but one that we must face and address if we are to create a more equitable and just society. Thankfully, there are a growing number of organizations and movements that are working to ensure that women are treated fairly and given the same opportunities as their male counterparts. It's important that we all do our part to support these initiatives so that we can create a world in which women are respected and valued. What is the ugly truth? The ugly truth is that modern women in society are held to incredibly high standards. They are expected to be perfect mothers, wives, and homemakers while also being successful in their careers. This unrealistic standard leaves many women feeling overwhelmed, exhausted, and like they're never good enough. In addition, women are bombarded with messages telling them they need to be thin, beautiful, and sexy. They're told that their worth is based on their looks and their ability to attract a man. This pressure to conform to an impossible standard of beauty is damaging to women's self-esteem and contributes to eating disorders, body dysmorphia, and other mental health issues. Lastly, women are disproportionately affected by violence, both physical and sexual. 1 in 3 women will experience some form of sexual violence in their lifetime, and domestic violence is the leading cause of injury among women aged 15 to 44. Women are also more likely than men to be victims of human trafficking and forced labor. These are just some of the ugly truths about modern women in society. It's unfair, it's unjust, and it needs to change. Why do we need to be aware of it? The ugly truth is that many modern women in society are not as they seem. On the outside, they may look put together and confident, but on the inside, they are often struggling with insecurities and self-doubt. One of the biggest reasons why it's important to be aware of this is because it can help you better understand and empathize with the women in your life. Additionally, it's also important to be aware of this issue because being aware of it can help you avoid making some of the same mistakes that these women have made. So, what exactly are some of the ugly truths about modern women in society? Here are a few examples. 1. Many modern women are extremely insecure. 2. A lot of modern women base their worth on their looks and their success in their careers. 3. A lot of modern women are afraid to be alone or single. 4. Many modern women strive for perfectionism, which often leads to them feeling disappointed and unhappy with themselves. The ugly truth about modern women in society. What does it mean for us? It means that we, as a society, have to take a good, hard look at the way we treat women. It means that we need to start valuing them for more than just their looks and their ability to bear children. It means that we need to start seeing them as human beings with thoughts, feelings, and ambitions of their own. It also means that we need to do something about the way our culture objectifies and sexualizes women. We need to stop treating them like objects and start treating them with the respect they deserve. We need to stop telling girls that they have to be skinny and perfect in order to be valued and start telling them that they are valuable just the way they are. We need to make sure that women have equal opportunities to succeed in all areas of life, whether it's in the boardroom or on the playing field. We need to provide them with the same resources and support that men have always had so that they can reach their full potential. And we need to do all of this not just for the sake of fairness but because it's simply the right thing to do. How does the ugly truth affect modern women in society? In a world where airbrushing and filters are the norm, it's hard to escape the pressure to look perfect. Social media only amplifies this pressure, as women are constantly bombarded with images of perfect bodies and faces. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy and low self-esteem. The Ugly Truth is a hard-hitting documentary that exposes the harsh realities of the fashion and beauty industries. It explores the dangerous lengths women go to in order to meet society's standards of perfection. It's time for women to start standing up for themselves and demanding change. The ugly truth is a powerful tool in helping to create this change. What are the consequences of having a society that is fixated on women's looks? The consequences of having a society that is fixated on women's looks are numerous and far-reaching. For one, it creates an environment in which women are constantly judged on their appearance and are under pressure to conform to unrealistic standards of beauty. This can lead to low self-esteem, body image issues, and eating disorders. Additionally, the focus on women's looks can contribute to gender inequality by objectifying women and valuing them primarily for their physical appearance. This can result in sexual harassment and discrimination against women in the workplace and in other areas of life. Finally, the preoccupation with women's looks can take away from other important aspects of their lives and prevent them from achieving their full potential. Conclusion. The ugly truth about modern women in society is that they are often seen as second-class citizens. Women are often viewed as objects and judged for their physical appearance rather than their intelligence or worth. This type of objectification is a major issue in our society, and it's something that needs to be addressed. Women are constantly bombarded with images of what society deems to be the ideal woman, and these expectations can be impossible to meet. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy, which can have a harmful effect on a woman's mental well-being. Thankfully, there are ways to fight back against these stereotypes. By creating initiatives that empower women, we can start to break down the barriers and make sure women are seen as more than just objects. We can also use the power of the media to help promote positive body image. It's time to embrace the ugly truth and work together to make society a more equal place for women. If you enjoy the content in this video, like, subscribe, and share.